Good day, everybody. Good day, everybody. Welcome. It's Lifestyle Focus Friday. I'm Ronco Johnson, your host. It's good to be back. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How's everybody doing today? Man, how's everybody doing today? We are alive. We're alive. We're alive. We're trying some new stuff today. And this new year, what are you doing for the new season? Talk to me. What are you doing for the new season? What's happening, Sam? I see you Friday. I see you, buddy. I see you. What are y'all doing this holiday season or this new season? It's the new year. Before we get started in our topics today, I'm excited, man. I'm almost rejuvenated because it's been hectic around here. It's been hectic around here. It's been so hectic. I got to say it twice. I'm telling you, man. Listen. How many of you worked through the holidays? That's me. I had to work through the holidays. How many of you had to work through the holidays? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. A lot of times, let me just share one thing with you. Over the years, I have many of friends that have gotten to know me, and they always ask me, "Hey, man, what are you doing for Christmas? What are you doing for the holidays? Or what are you doing for New Year's?" And my reply has been over the years, I'm working. I am really, truly working. And the reason why I'm working is because, it's a certain time of season when you're dealing with certain markets of people, athletes, entertainers, business owners. If you're dealing with athletes, give an example, the guys who are getting ready to go to bowl games and such, right? So that's the opportunity to be around. And if you deal with the entertainment industry, I'll tell you now, it's award season. It's that time of season when everyone is getting awards, award shows. And if you're a musician of some sort, you're probably participating, creating an environment of fun for other people, right? And that's just part of it. So my holidays are spent usually working. And most people can say, when they see these things, they think that they're fun. They think that they're fun. And that is okay. It is fun. I love my life. However, it can be trying at times, along with trying to take care of everybody else and what we do in the financial world and trying to make sure we come up with great content to discuss with you, our family, right? Our family. Hey, what's happening, Lifestyle Focus Wealth Community? Thank you guys for supporting us, coming back a whole nother season. Man, I tell you, what are some of the things that you've talked about? If you look down in the link today, if you're looking and you're watching us in the link, somewhere over there to the back office studio, and we're trying a new platform as well. And so we don't know which one we like yet. So we're just going to try them all. How about that? And then we'll let you guys tell us to get rid of some of the imperfections in our video. And so that we don't have to be choppy. We don't want to be choppy. We just want to be like everybody else, right? like everybody else. So if you click that link in the chat, you'll probably be invited to become part of the room. So you're invited today. So come on in and join us. This is Lifestyle Focus Wealth. And today we're going to talk about five things. Here we go. We got people calling in already. Hey, wait until we go live. Y'all, I can't get you when we're live. There's just no way. There's no way. I don't know what to tell you. But if I can get you guys to log in to our new back office to watch, That will be great. Why? Because we're trying something new. We're trying something new. And the question is for the year, what are you doing that's new? What are you trying that's new? What are you trying? What are you trying that's new? It's the new season. It's a new season, y'all. We're going to be talking about 5 things to increase your financial platform for this season. 5 things. 5 things that are going to increase your wealth, increase your productivity financially in 2024. If you like that, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. First of all, some housekeeping before we get started. I want to say thank you for joining us on all social media platforms. And right now, we are streaming live on all of them. I hope that you're catching us, whether it be Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. We're all over the place today. So hopefully you like our new look if you're going on to our stream. Okay, so I would love to hear back from you. I love to hear back from you. So happy new year to all of you. To all of you. All right. So let's talk about some of these secrets. Man, have y'all, before I even get into the secrets of the financial, of the wealthy, I don't want to even go there yet. You know, I have to be honest with you. The media is blowing up, you guys. Media is blowing up. All these celebrity news. The name of this program is When the Lights Go Out, Are You Ready? And I have to be honest with you. There's a few celebrities, some of your favorite celebrities, some of your favorite musicians, some of the people that you look up to, some of the people who have billions of dollars, they're having the beginnings of a lights out moment. You know, I don't like to talk about things I don't know about because some of these people I have met and I've enjoyed their company and all the stuff that's going on is alleged until proven guilty. But man, there's a lot of things going on. And those of you that are in the entertainment world, you know, there are just some things you just don't talk about publicly. And you understand where I'm coming from. Being a former athlete, we know, never bring your girl to the locker room and never talk about everything you've witnessed. You know, all I can wish for all the parties that are being mentioned out there, hey, I just hope you come out clean. And I hope that you're ready for what you're getting ready to go through. But then again, karma's a bee. Karma's a bee. And you reap what you sow. And if you've been sowing the wrong way, you're going to have a hole in your shirt. You're going to have a hole in your shirt. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. So, you know, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the top 5 things to be successful. And if y'all see my screen bouncing around and what have you, and I don't acknowledge it yet, that's because I got multiple screens going on in front of me. I don't know exactly which one to look at and what have you. But guess what? As long as I'm on camera and y'all give me a thumbs up, that's okay, because I may be looking at a separate screen today. But if you're in Facebook Live today, look in the comments, hit that link, join this particular platform that's right there in the link. And, you know, I'll be able to respond to you much quicker. But if not, just leave me a comment or DM me down in the box, and then we'll get back to you. You know, so let's talk about the new year. You know, the new year, what happens in the new year? The new year brings us a lot of things, right? How many of you go to the gym, right, on a regular basis? On a regular basis. If you go to the gym on a regular basis, give me a thumbs up in the DMs or what have you. You know what the gyms look like on a normal basis. You see your normal population of people there all the time. But what happens during the New Year season? OMG, y'all. Oh my gosh. What happens? What happens? People start coming, right? They start off the new year with these resolutions these ideas that they're going to become in better shape overnight. They're going to drink more water. They're going to walk more miles. They're going to lift more weights. And about 3 days later, what happens? We start falling off the cart, right? Well, we're going to talk about financial fitness, just like we talk about physical fitness. What have you thought about this year that you want to be intentional about when it comes to increasing not just your wealth, but your productivity? Wow. Remember now, the name of this program is Lifestyle Focused Wealth. And before we get to money, we talk about your lifestyle. So I need you to be thinking along these terms, not just about money. Okay. I know that's what we do here. That's what we're talking. But one of the driving factors here is the money, or is it the lifestyle? It's really the lifestyle that drives your financial health, right? So let me step away from here for just a second and push that down. There we go. So, yes, y'all. Yes. I see you out there. I see you out there. What's happening, Donna? I see you too. I see you too. So what we're going to talk about? We're talking about the financial fitness part of it, right? We're talking about what does your lifestyle look like when we go to the gym, right? I got my bottle of water. I'm drinking my bottle of water. My skin gets a little nicer because I'm doing the things that I need to be doing, right? We need to be doing on a continuous basis. I go to the gym and I eat the right foods, and all of a sudden my stomach starts to shrink. I start to burn calories, right? You burn calories. Well, the same thing with your financial outlook and your financial fitness. You know, we gain weight. We eat sugar, right? How many of you had some sugar? Had some things that you weren't supposed to have over the holiday season? Well, in the financial world, that's taking on debt. How many of you guys have, I know on social media or on the Rokus of the world, you know, you can have multiples of these subscriptions that add up. You know, you may have Hulu, you may have Disney, you may have all these different things that just add up. Those are like calories that add up and they eat away at you financially, which is like a cancer, right? A cancer that eats away at your finances. So hopefully you understand where I'm going with that. If you do, continue to be engaged in the comments, because I am watching you and I need your engagement here as I pull this together, right? So we're going to pull it together for you. Well, we're going to talk about today, you know, what people do. I'm going to give you guys some more time to get in the room because I don't want you to miss exactly what we're saying. You know, if this is your first time, please think about it. Join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. You can go online and join us at www.lifestylefocusedwealth.com, and you can schedule some one-on-one time with us. I would love to talk to you. If you're thinking about having a one-on-one session and you want to have an idea how to jumpstart your new year, and we could give you these 5 tips and maybe even put you in one of our coaching courses to help you start getting in order so you can start slimming down, trimming up, and carving out your muscles financially. So we can flex on them a little bit in 2024. That's right. So we can flex on them just a little bit. Then give me a call. Give us a look. Give us a look. You know, not just me, along with our other financial experts and our coaches and our members and our volunteers. They will love to help you. They love talking about how we are building this community step by step by teaching one another how wealthy people have been doing it for years. And we want to share with you. Why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? That's what's, it's a vibe, y'all. That's a vibe. If you can see based on how quickly I'm talking today, I get really excited about it. I really do. It's a vibe. So you get to talk to one of our advisors out there in the upcoming year, whether you're out there in Wisconsin whether you're in South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, we have someone there that we can help us and that can help you and help you get to another place. But I'm glad that you chose to be right here. So if you're not a member, of our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community, here's what you do. You go to lifestylefocusedwealth.com and you can see it right there, right below. You can go ahead and join and become a member for $16 a month, only if you pay the annual subscription. But if you're going to pay it monthly, it's $20. So that's not a large amount of money because you're going to get so much more out of it. I can guarantee you that. You're going to be able to double your money. You're going to be able to pick up some principles. You're going to be able to pick up some ideas. You're going to be able to collaborate with some others. Are you intentional? Are you intentional? Yes, today I'm not in my swag gear. Somebody just sent me a DM asking me, where's my swag gear today? This is my swag gear. For those of you who know me in a long time, I'm most known for wearing suits and ties all day long. But every once in a while, we have to be a little bit more comfortable. And we want you to be comfortable wearing our swag gear. So be sure you go online and check that out. They're going on sale. It's going on sale right now. And you can put your pre-orders in. And I would love to see it. So let's talk about the first step of the first 5 things that I want to talk about this year. Of how we're going to intentionally get to a point where we can increase our productivity. Step number 1 is to be intentional. You have to be intentional. When I say be intentional, I mean, what have you thought about? Did you write it down? The last weeks of the year, we talked about writing it down. January for me is that time that I've written it down, but I get my downtime. As I mentioned to you over the holiday season, I'm most busy. So I have my downtime in January where I have an opportunity to really sit down quietly and focus. And I try to keep my mind very clear and purposed on what I'm thinking about. Being intentional about my physical fitness, my lifestyle, my financial fitness, all these things you got to put into what you pray for. My grandmother used to tell me, when you pray, you got to pray with intention, right? You got to be very specific about your prayer. And what you'll find, you start putting one step in front of the other, and guess what happens? You start walking in your purpose. And that's what we want to do. We want to be intentional and purposeful and walking in the light of being more financially stable. Well, what do you mean by that? Okay. Well, did you write it down? Where do you want to be? Is it buying a house? Is it traveling? Is it maybe you need to go to church a little bit more? Maybe you need to be in the gym the whole year. Maybe you go get you a personal trainer. Maybe you sit down and you get a financial coach. We're going to talk about that in a minute. What is your intent? And be very clear and focused on what you want to achieve. If it's 1 million, if it's 5 million, if it's a new family, if it's getting married, if it's learning how to cook, or one of those different things, it's all about your lifestyle. We want to focus on all these things. It's all about our lifestyle. So step number 1 is definitely about being intentional. Number 2, we're going to move to step number 2 because this part, step number 2, I call it cutting weight. Cutting weight. It's the same thing as going to the gym. You got to burn calories, right? You got to reduce the calories that you intake so your body burns a little bit more. Well, in the financial world, we got to reduce and we got to cut the fat. We got to cut the weight. That means we got to cut some bills, y'all. We got to cut some debt. When we do that, guess what happens? The less bills you have, the less that you have to spend out of your pocket. The more money you have as collateral, a tool. What are we trying to do in 2024, y'all? Those of you that have our banks open right now, that have already started our class and is part of this community that has their insurance in place as a part of your financial tool. It's not the only thing you do. It's just part of the makeup, right? We talk about the financial tool, the secret financial tool is understanding that the life insurance piece of it is the banking system. It's where everything's going to flow through. It's going to come in, it's going to go out. It's going to go in, it's going to go out. But the reason why we do that, we really want to focus on dividends. We want to really increase how we accumulate dividends over our lifetime. Our lifetime. And how do you increase dividends? You increase dividends by putting more into your product. You maximize these particular types of products. I didn't say minimize, maximize. It has to be properly designed and engineered. Hey, I got one of my good friends, Donna. I know you're out there. I'm gonna pick on you just a little bit. And if I'm wrong, if I mess it up, just bear with me and send me something in the DM and let me know. But hey, she was recently in a class and someone was talking about dividends and saying, hey, insurance don't pay dividends in the first year. Well, that's not completely true. It depends on how it's engineered and designed. Y'all, everybody's not made the same. My suit jacket may look the same. My shirt may look the same, but these are not off the rack. They're perfectly designed for me. They've been cut for me. I handpicked the material because I knew the material would stick around and I can wear it in more than one place. I don't have to wear it as a church outfit. I can wear it every single day without it deteriorating. Can you say that about your financial plan? Woo! So continue talking about cutting weight. Let's cut some debt, y'all. Let's cut some debt. It's time that we start thinking about and really paying attention to what's being said and marketed to you. If I am okay with paying interest to anyone's company, I'm going to venture to say that you're probably okay with earning interest from the same money that you're paying other people with. Cut the weight. If I want to gain a pound or two, I got to get a pound or two back. If I want to gain, I got to lose. I got to gain, I got to lose. And at the end of the day, I want to lose more than I gain systematically. So I have to be intentional with my thought. I have to be intentional with what I'm looking for. Am I making sense to y'all today? Can I? No, I see you. I see you. I know you can. I know you can. So let's make sure that we think about how we're cutting our expenses or cutting the fat. Just as you're in the gym today, you're thinking, hey, I'm going to get on this treadmill. I'm cutting my weight. I'm in the sauna. I'm cutting my weight. I'm in the refrigerator. I'm eating healthy stuff. I'm eating more vegetables. I'm getting more water. I'm walking more miles. I'm cutting the weight. Well, look at your expenses. We need to cut the debt, cut the debt, cut the debt. Have debt. I want to use it in such a way that it becomes seed capital for other things that are going to grow me more wealth. Make sense? So step number 3, hopefully we got that out. You can see I'm passionate about the new year. I've had a lot to think about. Invest in some personal development. Invest in personal development, y'all. Come on, man. Personal development. I know that you can take that in many different ways. We can take that in many different ways. Personal development is, you could be going to seminars, and the seminars are talking about how you can increase your capital, how you can increase your sales, how you can increase your traffic, how you can get more people to your social media. The personal development is sitting down with a financial expert and having a coach that can help you increase your productivity just by shifting how you manage your money. That's right. Give an example. Personal development, most people, they work hard for their money. They save. They put the money in the box and they save it. They put it and save it. But if I were to use this unknown water bottle right here, if you look really closely at the top of it, you can see the water's here, but it's evaporating. If I let it stay there, it's going to evaporate. That's what's happening to your finances. Every single day, we understand that the value of the dollar is getting less and less and less. So why are you saving to pay off something that is going to be there, or you have an option to pay off? Why are you saving it? The reason why I'm asking that is in personal development, you start to realize that if my dollar value is getting smaller and smaller and the debt is getting higher and higher, I'm paying more money. Why wouldn't I want to pay it off when my dollar value is higher and the cost and the interest is lower? So psychologically, we got to reprogram, reset, and get back on our purpose, right? But we have to be intentional about cutting the weight. And cutting the weight is being conscious in our decisions to say, wait a minute, I'm not thinking this way. Millionaires and billionaires are thinking this way. Business owners are thinking this way. Every time you look at it on the news, you're learning every single time somebody that has a little bit more than you, they're thinking differently than you. They're not better than you. They just have more access to information. And that's where personal development is probably the most important piece to the puzzle. If you're going to the gym in this new year, it's probably best for you, if you're new, to invest in a personal coach, a fitness coach, someone that can show you and teach you how to be purposeful, hold you accountable, cut weight, and develop an action plan that's consistent and stable. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't see y'all in my new platform back here, so I know you're there. I know you're listening, but if you get an opportunity, come back here to our new studio platform, and I'd love to see you there. I'm just anxious to play with my new toy for the new year. But if I don't see you, you will see it when we play it back, and we'll play it back at 8 o'clock on YouTube as well. But yeah, that's just that thought. That's just that thought. So if you are interested in personal development and you want to be part of our lifestyle focused wealth community, or you would like to have a one-on-one session, hey, go to lifestylefocusedwealth.com, schedule a one-on-one session, and let's get started. Let's carve out a plan that fits you, just like a suit, just like a custom-made suit. Your financial plan or your insurance plans, they need to be customized. No one wants anything that's been off the rack. And if you can help it, you probably don't want something that's being used and abused. You want to know the details. You want to know the details. That's what this is all about. Hopefully, I'm tying this thing together for you in such a way that you can process it. I'm not going too fast. Step number 4. Step number 4 is one of my favorites. It's being a sponge to success. You know, I know that there's some advisors out there that have been talking to me offline that are interested in a career in the financial service world, or just thinking about buying real estate or buying businesses, what to do. Being sponges to success means you start to learn much more than just one trade. Business is a trade that's transferable. Communication is a trade that's transferable. Management is a trade that's transferable. It can become an asset. Once you've learned it, you can monetize it to help other people. If you haven't thought about it that way, you know, are you becoming a sponge to success? You know, how many books have you read? How many seminars have you listened to? How many developmental classes have you been to? Who are you around on a day-to-day basis? If that answer is just you and your family, and you're okay with that, I'm okay with it. If you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. But if your lifestyle is not where it needs to be, you probably are the smartest person in the room. And you know what I say about that? What? We need to change rooms. It's time to change rooms. It's time to step up. It's time to learn something different. And then when you learn it, don't just learn it and write it down and put it in a notebook. It's time to apply it. And once you start to apply it and you start to see it walks, it talks, it travels, it works. It works for you. You don't need anyone else to ever sell you on nothing again. Stop selling, start marketing. You are the thing that's being marketed. You. How you look, how you talk, how you handle your business. Are you kind to people? Are you kind to people all the time? Or are you just kind when you want something? Do you call and check in on your friends, or do you just call and check on your friends when you want something? Are you toxic? If you had a toxic background, are you that kind of person that we all have to figure out? If you're toxic, guess what? We know you need some kind of supply. And if you need some kind of supply, we could just turn you off. That's the one thing that you got to understand. Some of the things that I've just said, being intentional and cutting weight. Hey, part of cutting weight is getting away from people who don't do you any don't do you any good. Why do you need to stick around people who really aren't cheering for you? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why are you trying to help so many that don't care that they would help you at all? They don't call, they don't check in. But being a sponge to success in that world, it's different. The most successful people that I've been around, they're the most courteous people. They're the most genuine people. They're the ones who will invite you in, take you in, teach you something different, and they get excited by your success. That's why I like being a sponge. But when you go back to your community where you came from, and you go back to all the people that you grew up around, they're going to see you a little differently because you will have grown. Yes, you will have cut some fat. Yes, you have intentionally built your body. You have built your financial stature. You have built a community that supports you. You have invested in your personal development. Guess what? Now they're wanting to be around you more. Why? Because they are inspired by your story. What is your story? Now your story is a successful one. And you can't get mad at those who want to be a sponge to success, especially those that see you as such. So, I really hope that I'm bringing it home to you today. Am I bringing it home to you today? If you're following me, real quick, drop me a line in the comments. Give me a question or two that you would like answered before we get offline today. I know I got a couple people online, but if you're watching this in playback, don't be afraid to DM me. Go ahead and send me a DM. Let me know. I love to get your comments. Or you can go to roncojohnson.com and schedule some time with me one-on-one. And I would love to just be able to answer some of your questions on time online. Okay? Step 5. What is step 5? You're already going to step 5. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Well, first of all, I'm not done talking about step 4. Okay? One of the wonderful things about being a sponge to success, I can tell you, I've had the opportunity to be around some people that have inspired a nation, have inspired many, many people. And some of the stories that they've been able to share by being with the stars of their day. And now they're the stars of today, leading the stars of tomorrow. Man, some of these stories are incredible. I'm hoping that I look back on my career and I think about how blessed I've been to be able to be around people who knew that I was just one of those who just wanted to be right where they were from the very beginning. From the very beginning. I wanted to be one of the best that's ever done it. And it didn't come on my radar until a good friend of mine said, hey, you've been a top advisor or a top salesperson in the company that you were working for. But as soon as you move to a different company, a different culture, a different brand, what you did there isn't good enough to do it here. And I know that might have hurt your feelings, this person told me. And they said to me, well, why don't you set your sights on being one of the best in the industry? That way, if you go from one company to the next, it wouldn't matter. You're one of the best. Well, that wasn't a vision until someone put it in front of me that way. And once they put it in front of me, that made perfect sense. Why do I want to be just the best in my home? Why do I want to just be the best friend to one person? Why do I just want to be the best in my class? It's just like being an athlete or a singer or a promoter. You get out here and you find out there's somebody like a Kobe Bryant that's practicing much more than you. You get out here and you find a Michael Jordan. You get out here, you find some of these other folks out here who are putting the time in. They're investing in the time. They're cutting the fat. They're cutting out all the mistakes. They're making the mistakes early. You know, I've been building up to this point last year, so now you should have it by now. You've been listening to us over 17 episodes. It's time for us to increase your class. It's time to graduate to the next level. I'm assuming that you've just been here. And if you haven't, you're having a lights out moment. If you've been sleeping on our program and you've been sleeping on us, you're having a lights out moment. I already know it. We have much more to go. Step number 5 is coming right around the corner. You have to have belief. You really do. You have to start believing in what you're doing very early. And I would share that with anyone to say, if you can believe early, right? If you can start believing earlier, it will save you so much valuable time. Saving you time. Time is the absolute most important thing, right? It is the most important thing because the more time I save, the more opportunities I have, right? So let me put this in here for you. Step 5, believe earlier. Believe earlier. You know, if I had a lot of times when we talk about it, I've been in this industry for a long time. And the one thing I really like is the fact when I've said something that makes sense and someone says, aha, I got it. Well, if I use insurance as an example, most people don't know that you can build cash value. Most people don't know that the IRS has a code, the 7702. Section 7702 allows this money to grow inside of cash value tax-free. And then there's a couple other codes out there that talks about, hey, this money is being, you can loan against it as well. Why is it written in our IRS code? It's not fictional. We have to use it. If you're not using these tools as leverage, you're missing the big idea. If you can believe in it earlier, believe earlier, the information highway on the internet. If you're watching this program, if you can believe earlier, start taking a stance earlier, be intentional earlier, cut weight earlier, invest in personal development earlier, and then you start being a sponge to success earlier. Guess what happens? It's just like looking at these young athletes today. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, they're more developed mentally. The game of life changes. You have to be in this. You're only focused on being a millionaire, you're behind. The people that are focused on being billionaires are where it's at. Now, if you haven't earned your first 100,000, you're having a lights out moment. It's time to be intentional, y'all. It's time to cut the fat. It's time to invest in personal development. Become a sponge to success. Success is looking for you. They're looking for people like you that we want to share with. And then once you walk in that door, once you make that decision, once you put your foot in the sand, believe in what you're being taught earlier. Believe in the system. Don't give up. Never give up. All the mistakes that you make at the beginning, that's how you start eliminating mistakes. And once you start to eliminate the mistakes, success after success after success starts to happen. And that's where you grow. Has this been a good session for you guys today? Has this been a good session? Please leave us a comment down below. If you got friends, don't keep us a secret. Stop doing that. Let us know. Let them know you're a part of this community. Let them know every Friday, right here, 1 o'clock, you're out here talking to us. And, I want to get to know you. I want to get to meet you. I know I'm getting to meet some people when I'm out and about, and I know you're looking, but go ahead and let everybody know that you're looking. We're going to give you solid content. We're going to give you solid information. We're going to give you information that you can use right away. Can't give you everything on the free stuff. Can't do that because, look, quality people don't look for everything free. We know that there's a cost. There's a cost to that training, a little bit of pain. But once you start to see your abs, once your thighs start to cut up, man, when your shoulders start to cut up, when your finances start to cut up, when you start to look in your bank account and not worry if you can pay your bills, when you start understanding the message of compounding interest, when you start understanding the purpose and the importance of securing wills and trust and designing businesses so you can take advantage or you can use the tax code where it's written. When you start understanding citizenship versus non-citizenship, you become a powerful, powerful thinker, a thought leader. And that's what we want. That's what we want. We're not trying to be the other. We're not trying to do that. Let's bring some positivity to the lives of others around us. God knows we need it because we don't want to be in a situation where we're slaves to the process, right? Well, listen, in summary, be intentional. Let's cut some weight. Let's invest in personal development and be a sponge to success and start believing in your system and what you're doing earlier and be inspired, and the more that you can do that, the better you're going to be in this upcoming season. And, that to me, that is what's going to make it a happy new year. That's what's going to make it a happy new year. Execution of everything that we're doing. Okay? If you got a question out there, if you got a statement out there, I would love to hear at least one before we go. Especially to my regulars that come on. Yeah, don't make me call you out. Don't make me call you out. I need to know, are we doing okay today? Did you understand where we're coming from? Did we inspire somebody to go out and help someone and continue to be on the up, not the down? Let's be the fuel, not the pee on somebody's fire, but we want to give them the accelerator to make them blow up, right? We want them to go a little bit further. That's what we're doing. We're giving a gift that keeps on giving. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm watching. I'm looking. Hey, well, first of all, thanks for you guys watching us every Friday. And those that get to watch us on the replays, thank you so much. Just remember, when you're online and you're on your favorite platform, subscribe. Not only for yourself, share it with your community and grow this one. And that way we have more and more people doing the same things together. It's easier when we have a community, when we're supporting one another. There's a lot of us that have the same question. And your question is never a dumb one. It's probably the question everyone in the room has. And being able to ask the question in a platform like this, it allows us to answer it for more people. Huh, who thought? Who thought? All you got to do is wake up, click us on, join us on Friday, tell somebody else about us. And if you don't have time to sit there and look at my face, listen to us. Just listen to us. Put the headphones on. It's built for radio, right? So hopefully we still can give you the content that you need, right? Well, look here. I think we're coming up on my time. We got about 15 more minutes left. And you guys are making it easy for me today. Everybody's quiet. Maybe I went too fast for you today. But, you know, when we're on this thing and we've been thinking about it, I get to Friday. Y'all, I am so excited to be here. I am just so excited to see another new year. It's 2024. I'm so excited about my little break that I'm going to have. I'm excited about all the people that we're inspiring, we're touching, and watching you guys grow. I'm inspired by the people who are wanting to invest in their personal development. I can't wait to my class of folks that we're doing coaching with and watching you grow and watching your ideas start to bear seed, bear root, and give fruit. That's what we're looking for. What better way to live your life, knowing that you were helpful in the launch of someone else. Well, you know what? A special announcement. I can talk about this. One of our carriers, one of our insurance providers, and you might want to know it, they just reached an all-time high. They hit a record of $103 million that they expect to pay in dividend allocations to all their policyholders. This means that their dividend rates are increasing in 2024. So if you're watching my program and you've been watching other things on TikTok and all these other different things, the insurance world and the financial world, every product is not made for everybody. But if your intention is to grow, be sure you look at page 1, page 2, and make sure it says that your program is participating in dividends. You might find that the certain policies that you have, they're not participating in dividends. That means that you can't grow. And, this also just came out. This is effective 2024. So it's Happy New Year season to you. For those of you that have the right type of plan and it's designed the right way, you should be doing your dance. You should be doing your happy dance right about now. You should be doing your happy dance right about now. Why? Why? Because effective January 2024, the dividend scale increased. That's what I just said. If you see it down at the bottom, the dividend scale increased to 5.3% for all dividend-paying policies as written after June 15, 2005. But if you want more information on that, you can go to lrjohnson-associates.com, talk to one of our advisors, or you can just simply go to Lifestyle Focus Wealth, schedule some one-on-one time, or roncojohnson.com, and schedule some one-on-one time with me. I'll be glad to talk to you about it, how you can get involved, and share with you, like I said, what millionaires and billionaires have been doing for a very, very long time. So that's today, my 5 steps to success in building your financial future for the new year and increasing your productivity for the new year. So let's just review it really quickly before we go. Number 1, be intentional. Number 2, cut weight. It's time to cut weight. Number 3, don't forget to invest in personal development. Become a sponge to success, and also begin believing in the process earlier. Hey, that's my time today. I'm Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focus Wealth Advisor. Thank you guys for joining us. This is when the lights go out, and today is Lifestyle Focus Friday. I look forward to seeing you at the top, and we'll see you back here next week with a bigger smile, bigger influence, and more impact. And We want to hear your story. So we look forward to talking to you a little bit more in the upcoming week. Until then, God bless you, and I will see you next time. Talk to you soon. See you next time.